Muchísimas gracias, ¿cómo están, compañeros? Un placer saludarlos a todos ustedes, mi querida Andy, por supuesto Pablo, Gabo y todos los que están sintonizando el podcast de Ritual. El día de hoy tenemos un invitado bastante especial, campeón del Super Bowl con los Rams. Todavía no estaban en Los Ángeles, todavía estaban en San Luis, pero no pasa absolutamente nada porque el día de hoy le damos la bienvenida a Roland Williams. How are you?
I'm spectacular, brother.
Nice to have you here in Mexico. Is it your first time here?
I said, actually, I came here when I played with the Raiders many moons ago and played in a great game in Aztec Stadium, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be back, of course, with my favorite team in the world, the LA Rams.
Good, that's awesome. Let's talk about a little bit of your career and then nowadays. When you were playing tight end, you were one of the most accurate, muscular, physical guys playing the game in those specific years. How has it changed, the position of the tight end? How has it changed through time? Do you think it's more physical right now? They're quicker, what's the difference?
I think that the athletes now have gotten so much more athletic, right?
Okay.
Back when we played, they ran the ball a lot more. They had big guys. Remember, they had big fullbacks.
Yeah, you were blocking
boom,
a lot.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
Physical. They needed big tight ends like me. Now, when you look at the game, tight ends are taller, they're more athletic, they're like gazelles, they run fast, and you see guys like Ferguson for the Rams and so many great players. I think the game has evolved, and I think that it's for the betterment of all of us because it's so much more exciting, so many more points, and so much fun.
You've been on a ton of actually teams. You were playing for the Rams, you were playing for the Raiders, you were playing for Tampa. Now, talking specifically about nowadays tight end, who is the best tight end? You gotta put them in a top. I don't care the team. For you, who is the best tight end nowadays? You give me a top 5 of tight ends nowadays.
Wow, what a great question. I love watching tight ends, and so one of the unique things about the Rams that we actually are one of the few teams in the league that play 3 tight ends at the same time, right? Our 13 personnel is incredible. So when you got guys who are good, Higbee, you got guys Parkinson, you got Ferguson, the young rookie, that's 3 of them. I love them because they're with the Rams, right?
Good.
And I look around the league and I see other teams that have some good tight ends. I think there's a lot of guys that are coming and evolving, but I'm going to start with those top 3, and I'm going to stay there for sake of. No. If I had to say another one, I'd definitely give love to the tight ends for the Raiders as well. They also have some outstanding players.
Yeah. Now, for example, for all the Mexican guys that are watching you right now, who are dreaming about getting into the NFL, nowadays it's easier. Well, not easier, but it's more achievable than 15, 20 years ago for Mexican football players who actually dream to get into the NFL. International pathway has opened doors.
Yep.
What do you think it's missing in Mexico, the way we play football, to get into that level?
I think there's 2 things now, and this is not just here in Mexico, but everywhere. The speed of the game has evolved so much, like from the times when I played. It's so important if you want to be good at football that you work on your speed and your quickness and agility. I think also it's important that you focus on fundamentals. Now, more people have access to all the knowledge base, right? Whether it's playing flag football, whether it's getting after it, you understand that the skill set is much higher, it's much more competitive. So I would say work on your speed.
Okay.
And work on skill set improvement. If you're a receiver, for example, you should be catching 1,000 footballs every single day.
So improving your technique and improving agility actually is what's going to make the difference, right?
Absolutely.
Now,
speed.
Speed as well.
Yes.
You said something that actually just in my mind, clicks something. You said flag football. Flag football is going to be in LA a couple years from now. What is your opinion on NFL players who actually want to represent their country on flag football?
You know, football is a game that changed my life. I'm from New York, and I came from very humble beginnings, and the game of football was something that was transformative. But it started playing backyard football. It started playing flag football,
having
right?
fun,
and getting out there having fun. And so flag football is like the fun coming back to football, and it's giving that gift to so many people. And so most guys in the NFL started out playing something like flag. So it's almost like a return to home. And so I think it's so fun. I think it's so good. I love the fact they have women playing flag football. I mean, it's just, to me, football is one of the greatest games in the world because people of all sizes, all skill sets can all jump in and be a part. And I think flag football coming back to the Olympics, how sweet it is. I can't wait to see it.
It's amazing. Now, you were talking about your beginning, where you came from New York, and then actually football make your reality change a lot for you and your family. You went back to New York and have developing players and talking to students and make them realize how life can change when you are prepared. Now, looking back, what would you say to yourself when you look at that kid in New York having great dreams and want to change the reality he's living in? What do you say to him?
I think one of the most important things when you are starting out the journey is that you have to have what I call unbreakable belief. You have to believe that you can change your reality, that you can be successful no matter what has happened to you in the past, good or bad, right? And I think that having that belief system is the first thing, because once you have that vision, man, you get that spirit in your soul. I think that's the first step in getting on that journey. You got to believe no matter what, even if it's good, bad, up or down, left or right.
Good, that's awesome, because you can actually choose where you were born, but you can choose what you can make of it, right?
That's exactly right, brother.
Okay, that's amazing. Talking about Mexico and the food and the culture and how we love sports, different sports. How is it for a guy who's coming from a different culture, for a different country, with a different language, to get into our culture and to be talking to Mexican people and all over the world, because football actually opened a lot of gates, because you now can get recognized. Nowadays you work on TV and you're going to be broadcasting and you have that. You're a really nice guy, actually. You're always smiling and having fun. But how is it is there a space or some things that you don't like when you go outside the US and something is actually making it uncomfortable on the way you actually speak to someone, or it is always a good experience?
Well, let me tell you, a wise person told me once that the fastest way to connect between two humans is a smile. And so I think that that's an international language, that good people and good spirits and good energy, you can just feel it from the pores. And so ever since I've come into Mexico, every time I come to Mexico, every time I hang out with people, it's the culture in Los Angeles is a very large Mexican culture. I said, it's love.